ordinance number 10. Would you care if I filmed you? Thank you. At least you're not shy. Everybody else is trying to run away. Yeah, that's where. Basically, I'm just up here. A lot of the stuff that they did during the primary election was kind of illegal. And basically, I'm up here just whoever's willing to talk to me, whoever wants to give an interview, if you got anything to say to the camera, if you got any questions, comments. But basically, what I'm up here trying to do is educate people while they go in there. Ask the election board if they're certified in election ordinance number 10. Because it states in election ordinance number 10 that every board member has to be certified in election ordinance number 10.
Where did they get that? Were they supposed to get the certification from Minnesota Chippewa Tribe or Leech Lake?
MCT, I do believe.
MCT was supposed to give them a certification.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they would have to have a piece of paper, like a diploma and whatnot, you know, just like a teaching certification or something.
Okay. What about the company that runs it? You know, the company that's running the voting booth?
Yeah, they're also supposed to be certified in elections, but that should be along because they're a company that does it specifically. So in order for them to have their business license, they have to have it supposedly, but it's a good thing to look into, you know, because you never know, it might have expired. Because I just came from the court for we were up there fishing in Washish the day before the fishing opener, and the only thing they charged us with was no life jackets, so we were taking that to court. And this trucker guy, he let his license expire just for like a week and a half, and he got hit with a pretty hefty fine there for like having too much weight on his truck. Yeah, and also like another thing that they violated here was, did you know it's your right as an eligible voter to supervise their count?
I know it's my right, but I don't know if I've ever been able to do that. I came here in the primary election and I was asked to leave. I was with someone who was on furlough from jail and I had to be with them, and I was asked to leave, and I just ignored them because I know I have a right to be in there.
Yeah.
I had to be with that person, and I didn't appreciate being asked to leave, so.
Yeah, and it's, you know, every eligible voter's right to supervise the count. And it's also in election ordinance number 10 that people, they're supposed to publicly seal the ballot box.
True.
And I was up here on the primary election and the door was locked. So I don't understand how the public could go and view the sealing of this ballot box when it's behind locked doors.
I agree.
You know.
And so, but I'll ask them. I'll be more than happy to ask them when I go in there.
All right.
And there's a couple more hours left of voting, huh?
Yeah, a few more hours. I just got off work, so I just got up here myself. So I think they're kind of relieved I didn't show up right away. But they knew I was coming. They got my buddy over there waiting for me.
Oh, he's waiting for you, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
now, hopefully, because also, you know how you mentioned that there's a company doing this election for the reservation? Well, in election ordinance number 10, that company has to provide its own security.
Okay, I didn't know that was in the new election ordinance. Okay.
Yeah.
And we're paying for their security, huh?
Yeah, no, yeah, right now we're paying for their security because it's our security, our cops. But since we hired them to run this election, the only tribal, you know, involvement is through the election board and then through the voting itself. Besides, of course, the candidates, you know, on the, you know, running part. But, you know, with the election process itself, the only people that are supposed to touch them ballots are the people when they go and vote and the election board when they handle the ballots.
Right.
And that's where it comes to, you know, down to, are they certified in election ordinance number 10? Because if they're not certified in election ordinance number 10, then they're ineligible to handle them ballots. And if they handle the ballots while they're ineligible, it makes the election ineligible.
Okay. So, see, the last election ordinance I read was number 8. I have not, so it's interesting for what you're saying. I think you should do some groups and go out and inform the public, because I don't think they understand that either.
Yeah.
You know, so that election could be void when it's not, the rules aren't followed in that election ordinance.
Yeah, and that also has the potential to de-seat the entire reservation business committee.
Wow.
Because if you go back and find at least one member that's not certified on the election boards for them for that election, then that election becomes null and void. This has a very big potential to actually, you know, if we want change here, we have the, you know, the potential, not right now through the ballot box, you know, because they kind of got you in a rock and a hard spot, you know. It's like, which side do we choose, you know? It's, you know, but it comes down to, like, if the people stand up and say, you know, hey, you guys aren't following the rules in election ordinance number 10, so if you don't follow the rules, you know, this makes this a null and void election. It's ineligible. and it's just one of the persons. And then also we had information from the District 1 representative. She informed us that on the day of the primary election, the chairman came down here and replaced 2 members of the election board.
Oh, wow.
By himself solely. Now in election ordinance number 10, it states that in order to replace a member of the election board, you have to have the power of the Reservation Business Committee, the band governing body, which is the RBC. And the RBC isn't one person.
Right.
You know, and they have to go and vote. They got to motion it, second it, and then vote on it.
Right.
You know,
and I would really like it if, can I finish what I'm going to say to him? I'd really like it too if when I go in there to vote, I could just stick my ballot in the ballot box rather than putting it in an envelope. I don't know what the ordinance says about that, but it would be really nice if I could just go in and stick it in the box myself. I'd feel much safer than leaving it.
Oh, they actually handle it? You don't get to stick it in the box yourself?
No, it goes in envelopes. I'd like to, where the precincts get to go and they get to put the ballot right inside the box, like when you go to a county or, referendum, or, you go to vote at the county level, you get to stick your ballot
right in the ballot box.
Yeah, and you can't do that at the election. You put it into an envelope.
All right. I was unaware of that.
That would be nice to, if that at the election board, if you could just stick it in the, stick your ballot in the box.
Yeah, and then also, and like I said earlier, you have the right as an eligible voter to supervise the entire process that goes on here. And that includes when they lock this door and they start counting them ballots in that room back there. You have the right as an eligible voter of the Leech Lake Band of Ojibwe, pursuant of election ordinance number 10, to supervise that. They cannot stop you, and if they do, it null and voids this election. They stopped you during the primary.
See, yeah, they did try to stop me.
And they also violated various rules in ordinance number 10 during the primary, like the security. I don't know if you see my previous videotape, but I was out here last time on the primary, and the security guard stated basically he's the security, I forget his name, it's like Gene Northberg or something along them lines, I believe. But he stated that he was the head of the Leech Lake security, so he was the security up here, and that's in violation of ordinance number 10, because the election, the company that runs the election, they have to provide their own security out of their own pockets. You see? And right now they're getting it all free, like this guy right here. He's getting paid not by the election company, but by the RBC and the people.
Well, I'm going to go vote, and I'll see what they say when I ask them for their...
Yeah, and ask for proof. They have to have it on them.
I will do that.
Thank you. Come back out here and let me know what they say.
Okay, I will. Thank
All right.
you.
Have a nice day there.